now. And guys, we have something massively special going on in the industry right now, guys. It's called momentum. And that's exactly why you guys are on this call right now, because we want to make sure that with all the success going on, all the rank ups going on, and man, you already know all the money being made right now. We want to make sure that you guys keep the vibes lit. You keep the energy high, and we continue momentum this year, next year, and every year. Because guys, with this organization, momentum does not stop. Now, guys, I just want to talk to you guys about one thing tonight, because I have I'm talking about an extremely special person that's going to throw down some massively life-changing, business-changing value for you guys tonight. Yeah. Now, guys, one thing I want to talk to you guys about is the level of seriousness you guys are bringing to the organization. Something about digging a little bit deep. Now, before I get started, guys, I'm only going to be up here for a couple minutes, all right, because I am going to stand out of the way of greatness. But really quick, I need you guys to hold up the notebooks and the blue ink pens. Who's attentive right now? Who's locked in? Notebooks and blue ink pens. I'm scrolling through. Hold up your notebooks and blue ink pens, man. I see houses full of notebooks right now. Let's go. And guys, I invite you to turn your cameras on as well. Turn your cameras on as well. You guys can't truly be taking this business serious if you're not showing up to go to the fullest extent, which that means when you guys are on a business call, a training, all right, with individuals that can get you to the next level, all right, you're not taking this serious, okay? Now, guys, when it comes to this company, all right, there's one very simple thing that got me to the next level, and it was treating this like an all-out profession, okay? One thing that I need you guys to remove from your heads, remove from your minds, all right, is that job mentality, that 9-to-5 mentality. Guys, you guys are all millionaires. You guys are all wealthy. You guys are all successful. Whether you're doing this for spare time income, part-time income, full-time income, I invite you guys right now to make a very internal decision, all right, an internal decision tonight to take this as serious as possible and to go all in. Because again, the information that one of my top leaders, all right, one of my business partners, one of my favorite people in the world is going to give you guys is going to take you next level if you have this level of serious. Now, guys, I'm going to give you a 4-step process. Everybody type the number 4 in the chat if you guys are ready for this. This is a simple 4-step process that I've taught over several times, and I will continue to teach over, because this 4-step process is what took me from the rank of Platinum 600, a team of 12 people that I sat stagnant at for 6 months, all right, to Platinum 5,000, an organization of over 300 people in the matter of 3.5 months. Now, guys, this does not work if you don't work it. This 4-step process is a system, all right? Somebody type in chat, what does system stand for? What does system stand for? Because with what I'm about to give you can never be more true. Let me know in the chat. What does system stand for? What does system stand for? Somebody tell me. Somebody let me know. 200 people, somebody knows it. Yes? Let's go. Oh, yeah. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Guys, what I'm about to give you, this 4-step process is going to save you a lot of negativity. It's going to save you a lot of hurt. It's going to save you a lot of impatientness, okay? This 4-step process took me from a team of 12 to putting me in a state of absolute abundance, allowing me to be massively goal-oriented to take me to the rank of Platinum 5,000, okay? Yeah, we need to make sure it's recorded. Here we go. I got you guys. Boom, there we go. All right, step number 1. All right, this is with whatever you want. Now, guys, being an independent business owner, I want you guys to tonight, you can do this with anything, a car, all right, an amount of monthly income, all right, anything mentally, relationships, doesn't matter. Tonight, guys, I want to talk about being a network marketer, okay? I want to talk about being an online entrepreneur. Every intelligent entrepreneur in the world knows they need one solid stream of residual income. So, guys, you guys are lucky because you're a part of the #1 home-based business in the world. One of the highest paid out compensation plans in the industry. Step number 1, with whatever you want, you need to start with a thought. What do you guys want? Step number 1, you need to start with a thought. Chairman 10, Platinum 5,000, Chairman 50. By the end of this year, I want to be a Chairman 100. I want to have a minimum of 10 Chairman 10s within my organization. Drop a 7 in the chat if you are going to be one of my next Chairman 10s. Drop a 7 in the chat if you're going to be one of the next Chairman 10s. Guys, I use this to go from P6 to P5K. I'm going to use this to go from P5K to Chairman 100. It's going to happen. It's done. Step number one, I had to start with a thought. What do I want, Sam? Sam, I want Chairman 100, zoned in, locked in, 5,000 plus people, lives impacted. Okay, 10 Chairman 10. Step number two, you need to start with a goal. You need to form the thought into a goal. All right, the best way to do this is to put your goal in the present tense as if it's already done. How do we do this, guys? You're going to write down your goal. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a Chairman 100. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a Chairman 100. That's step number two, creating the thought and putting it into a goal. Step number three, you need to effectively attract and desire your goal. You need to attract and desire what you want. So how am I going to do this with Chairman 100? I'm going to write down my goal every day in blue ink pen. I'm going to write down my goal every day in blue ink pen. Now, guys, I know we got a lot of new faces tonight. We got a lot of new people, all right? Blue ink, the power of blue ink, all right? When you're looking at the color blue, when you're writing down on your paper, it sends a massive amount, all right, of energy, neurotransmitters to your brain that make your brain extremely receptive to the information you're writing down. It's like a stimulant for your brain because it's massively receptive. The color blue, not red, not green, not black, blue. It's like a life hack. Use it, okay? I'm going to attract and desire my goal by writing it down and speaking it out loud. Guys, don't be afraid to get uncomfy. Speak your goals into existence, all right? I wake up, and before I go to the gym, I make my bed, I go to my window, and guys, I piss off my neighbors, all right? I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a Chairman 100. I yell it, I scream it, and I don't care. My business partner's been seeing me get noise complaints. Am I going to stop? No, because I'm going to be a millionaire. Why would I let the apartment complex who make $20K tell me what to do? No, we are millionaires. We are wealthy. We do what we want, literally, okay? Speak your goals into existence, guys. It works. It works. Shout out to Luke Longmire, all right? Our 8-figure mentor, our multi-millionaire mentor, giving us the sauce every week, day in and day out. He's already invested multiple 6 figures into his mindset, into his development. He gives it to us for free. Guys, I wouldn't see a lot of my success that I am right now if it weren't for personal development, all right? If it weren't for law of attraction. I get all this from Luke, guys. So, guys, I know I'm not a millionaire, all right? I know I'm not a millionaire, but guess what? Everything I do, my results, they come from actions from several multimillionaires. So what is that going to make me? The next multimillionaire, because my circle, they are millionaires, okay? With that being said, step number 4, and if somebody could type these steps in the chat, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much, all right? No. All right, no. Step number 4, all right? Step number 4, you guys need to take massive action. You need to take massive action. I saw something very real, all right? And I may have been DJ posted it. I can't remember. It was something very real on Instagram. They're talking about how, look, you can speak what you want to existence. You can practice law of attraction. DJ, it was you. If there's no action behind your words and what you're writing down, there's not going to be any results, guys. Law of attraction, yes, is extremely key. Feeling good now, yes. You get what you think about most of the time, yes. But guys, you got to take massive action. That's step number 4. Step number 1, start with your thought. Step number 2, create it into a goal. Step number 3, attract and desire. And step number 4, take massive action. Guys, it's time to take massive action on what you want. Do not wait until 2022 to say again, oh, I'm going to go chairman this year. Don't. I just got chills because I know some of you guys are going to do that. And that those were not good chills. Please don't be that person that when 2022 starts, you're like, okay, I know I fucked up last year. This year, I'm going to decide to go on and go chairman. Guys, make the decision now. Follow the 4-step process with what you guys want and make it happen. Guys, that's all I wanted to give you tonight. I have to stand out of the way because, guys, I'm notebook ready. Guys, I'm ready to, oh my gosh, bring up this next individual who, guys, honestly, I've never been more proud of an individual, not only in my organization, but in my life. All right, this person has been through the trenches with me. This person has been through the ups, through the downs of this organization. And guys, you are right now about to experience an individual who right now is taking a massive quantum leap in the #1 home business in the world. Now, you guys got to understand, she has a lot of what you want. She has the desire. She has the grit because she's been through the trenches in this organization, in this company, and she's still here. And that's exactly why she's about to experience a quantum leap. This is without a doubt an individual that is going to the rank of Chairman 50 this year, multiple six figures trading this year, multiple full-time streams of income by the end of this year. And guys, she has the value for you. So guys, I need you to get lit in the chat box right now. Drop some 7s and some 1s. I need to get your cameras on right now, all right, for our brand new Platinum 1000, Alexis Nixon.
Love it. All right, 1 second. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? All right, guys. I appreciate you so much for getting on this call. 188. That's absolutely insane. When I first joined this business, I was just appalled at how loud and high energy these people were. And I can really just confidently say that that has not changed. Like, these people are absolutely insane. I'm normally a person who, likes to just like sit back, kind of observe what's going on. And when I first met these people, they're absolutely crazy, but I love it. I love it. They brought the craziness out in me. And if you guys saw the flyer for this training, if you saw it on my story, Sam's story, if you saw it in the chats, whatever, you will notice that it's titled Heart Work. And Sam actually, I told him what the title was for this, and he texted me. He's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, is that what it's supposed to be? And I said, yes, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Because I don't know if you guys know what heart work is. And I'm going to read something before I get started in this training. And it's really just a definition of exactly what heart work is. So give me 1 second. I'm going to read this right from my phone, because as soon as he was opening up that call, I remembered that I had this. I remember that I started to apply this when I found this. So this was kind of like spur of the moment. I wasn't meant to like actually read this. So heart work. There is a mighty power in your heart. To experience this power firsthand, the next time you are in conversation with somebody, imagine that the words are coming from your heart rather than your mind. While speaking, stay focused on your words coming from your heart. As you do this, you will feel a wave of utter bliss move through you. As you become practiced, you will see the effects of your heart on the person you are speaking with. The power of your heart will also reach many others, as nothing can get in the way of its powerful radiation. I read that and I actually started applying it. And I applied it not to other people, but I applied it to myself first. What Sam was just saying, he screams his goals. I do the same thing, and I apply heart work when I scream my goals. I feel it. I didn't do that at first. Like, I used to say my goals. Actually, I used to think my mentors were really weird. Shout out Luke if he's on this call. He told me that he screams his goals in the shower. I'm like, this dude. But I started to do it, and it had a big impact on me. Screaming your goals, guys, speaking out into the universe what you truly want for your life. At what point did that become silly or weird to do? I don't think there's enough of that. So yeah, this training was called Heart Work for a reason. Shout out Sam. So heart work without hard work, or hard work without heart work, is just simply work. Wow. And that's something that held me back in this business for so long. A lot of you guys don't know, but like Sam said, I've been in the trenches. I've been in this business for about 1.5 years, and I did not see any success in this business for so freaking long. I don't think you guys understand. And it's crazy that I'm still here, but I'm so solidified with this business that I can't give up on this business, because I cannot look back 40 years from now and sit and think what if I would have just not quit? What if I was this close to reaching my levels of success? So I have not quit this business. I am staying in the trenches. I've been in the trenches, and I will continue to be in the trenches. At this point, I really don't even know what I did, what I would do with my life, actually. I don't know. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, I don't remember what I did like before this business. I truly don't remember. So I really want to dive right into it. But like I said, before I got started, I remembered this. I remembered that I had this. So I really wanted to read this to you guys because it's very powerful. And upstairs, I was a little nervous before I got on this call, but I remember that as long as I can speak from my heart, as long as I can impact one person on this call, then my job here is done. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to impact one person. So if that one person is you, please let me know or don't let me know. It doesn't matter. I heard this training and it really resonated with me. I heard this about maybe 8 months ago. And I've listened to this training over and over and over and over again. And I had no idea what I was about to train on when they told me I was going to do a call. And this morning I rolled over and I automatically thought of this training and I was like, I have to do it. So I want you guys to leave the person that you guys thought you were behind. Because the person that you think you are is holding yourself back. I was working hard in this business. And like not many people can actually say that. Like I would confidently throw my phone at Sam or throw my phone at whatever mentor would ask me for it. And I would my phone spoke for itself. Like I was putting in the work. That wasn't the issue. And I actually freaking wish I wasn't putting in the work because then they could have just told me, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. But no, that's not what was the issue. It was the heart work that was missing.
Wow.
So why I'm P1000 right now is because heart work. Heart work. That's it. So when I tell you to leave the person that you thought you were behind, let that person go. Throughout this whole call, I want you guys to really listen to what I say and understand that the person that you are right now, the person that you showed up on this call as, is holding you back from where you want to go, where you need to be. There's people that need you to show up as your best self and you're not. You're letting them down. So in order to get to the next level, you really need to leave everything behind. You have to leave everything behind. And that doesn't have to be forever. It's okay to let go temporarily. When people used to tell me to sacrifice my friends, to sacrifice music, that got to me. I'm like, are you talking about forever? And I don't know, it just got to my head. So I knew that it's not for forever, but it's till I get to where I know that I need to be in order to introduce that stuff back into my life. So it's okay to let go of the music temporarily. It's okay to let go of the friends temporarily because they're that person that you want to be, that person that you keep thinking about. He needs you to let go of that stuff. Your feelings, your bad habits, kill it off. Your beliefs of yourself, kill it off. Those are weighing you down. That's binding you to something and someone that you don't want to be. So when I tell you to let go, I'm going to keep saying it because you need to let go. And if that takes you getting off this call tonight and writing down on a piece of paper the qualities of the person that you truly want to be, then so be it. You need to do it. I'm in my head all the time, guys. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. But when I meet people who tell me, I'm always in my head, I love that because I feel like people don't speak about it enough. I'm always in my head. I'm always thinking. So it literally took me having to sit down on a piece of paper and write out everything that I wanted to be, everything that I knew that I could be, but I wasn't. If you guys haven't defined those things, then how do you know what you need to fix? Define what you want for your business. Define the type of people that you want for your business. Last year, I was 2 away from P1000. And you know how many people I knew in my business? Maybe 4. Maybe 4. That's max. That's so bad. Maybe 4 people. Why? Because I was being selfish. I wasn't doing it for the purpose of this business. I was doing it for myself, but I also didn't know what I wanted. So if you may feel like you have people in your business that you may not be vibing with right now, if you feel like you have people in your business that like aren't showing up the way that you're showing up, maybe it's because you haven't even defined what you want out of this business, the types of people that you want in your organization. Define that. We have one shot to make this thing happen. One shot, guys. So really, 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 really understand that. Now, I want you guys to understand why so many people's prayers are not answered. And I'm going to kind of get into, belief stuff, just so we know, just to keep the vibe chill. I don't care if you believe in Buddha, the universe, God, whoever. I believe in things that, some people probably can't say you can believe in, but like at the end of the day, who are you to tell me who I cannot believe in, So I believe what I believe, and that's how it is. So when I say God, I speak to God. The best way to put it is I pray to God and I play along with the universe. That's the best way to put it. So understand why so many people's prayers are unanswered. You're praying, you're asking. It's like you're almost begging. You're begging because you feel like somebody has to give it to you. That comes within. You need to not pray, you need to claim it. So you need to claim confidence. You need to claim success. You need to claim it until the point of conviction. You need to say it. If you are not saying your goals, maybe you should take a step back and ask yourself, am I not saying it because it's stupid? Or am I not saying it because if I hear myself say this, I'm going to really think that I'm stupid and it's not possible for me?
Wow.
Like, which one is it? Because when I first started saying my goals, I'm like, this is uncomfortable. And it didn't feel right. But the more I said it, even on the days that I didn't want to say it, I would say it. Alex Morton said this at convention. He's like, he said something about like, I was the person that used to scream his goals in the car. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I thought that I was the only person that did that. Because nobody can tell if you're on the phone or you're jamming to music or what. Nah, I'm screaming my goals. But I mean, hey, like I don't do it anywhere else really. Sometimes I'll do it in my shower, but the car is really my place. So going back to claiming what you want, claiming your success, claiming 6 figures. I am a 6-figure earner, but do you feel it? I am a leader, but do you feel it? Because you can say it, but if you don't feel it, then you probably truly don't believe it. Deny what your sensory factors are telling you. You want to feel rich, you want to feel wealthy, but you live in an apartment. Deny that. You need to understand where desire truly comes from. It comes from within. You need to shut the door on what you think you can be and assume the nature that you want to be. Watch out for what comes after I am. Please. Drake Dennison, shout out Drake. He was here this week and that guy would not even listen to people say, I am sick. He wouldn't even put up with it. Why? Because what comes after I am is so powerful. I am sick. I am stupid. I am dumb. Like, I'm broke. You saying that? I hope you know you're only bringing that back to yourself faster.
I'm rich as fuck.
Exactly. I'm rich as fuck. What comes after I am says a lot about who you are as a person and what you truly believe. So when I listen to people and what they say, and it tells me a lot about what they got going on up here. Watch your words. People say I'm sick, and then I watch somebody be upstairs for 4 days, sick off his ass. For real. Watch what comes after I am. Start visualizing what you want, guys. Not only say it, but what helps me feel it, what helped me know that I could become this leader that I am right now is actually seeing it. And people always would tell me to visualize. So if you're the person on this call hearing all these leaders tell you to visualize, to see what you want, but you're like, how? Like, I'm like, how? Like, why and how is my favorite questions. It has to be so dumbed down to me that, like, if it's not dumbed down, I'm not going to understand what's going on. And my man, Sam knows this about me. So when you visualize, you're not going to see anything. I hope you know that. You're going to try to visualize and there's going to be like a black screen. You're not going to see anything. It's terrible and it's frustrating because I'm like, okay, these people are telling me to visualize. I'm like, what the fuck what do they even see? Because I don't see shit. I had to stay consistent with it. But when it started working, I was blowing up my downline. So I'm like, yo, you gotta get into this visualization. It's crazy. And because it works, guys. When you start seeing what you want, when you start seeing that light, you're gonna start showing up differently. Because you have a vision. You see where you're going. There's probably a big factor on why you are where you are right now, because you can't even see past where you currently are. So you're just stuck in a constant circle. You're stuck because you don't see anything further than where you are right now. The issues, guys, and the problems that you have in your life. So maybe that cycle that you feel stuck in, don't you dare pray for your issues and your problems to go away. Don't you dare pray for them to go away. The minute that you start praying and hoping that your problems go away, you praying that you want your blessings to go away, well, God's gonna take your blessings away with the problems that you just prayed for it to go away as well. So you pray for your problems to go away, he's gonna take the blessings that were supposed to come around with the problems. Guys, the problems that you have in your life right now, it's a test. Everything's a test. If some shit goes down, I'm like, all right, it's about to get real good all up in here. I'm like, it has to. Because it's only going to get better. Like, I'm like, this sucks. But I get excited when something bad happens to me now. Because I'm like, it's a test. It's a test. How I'm going to handle this? Am I going to handle it like the old person that I thought I was? Or am I going to handle it like the leader, like the six-figure earner, like the chairman that I know I am? Because most of you, the minute that a problem shows up, fuck this, my life is so hard. I got such bad luck. No. What? Man, your life's not that bad, first off. It's cheesy. Like, when I first started to give gratitude, I'm like, this is cheesy, this is weird, but at the end of the day, it's so true. Because who are you to complain when you have a freaking car that's taking you places? When you have a roof over your head, when you have food on your table, who are you to complain about your problems? And guys, I'm speaking to you right now because this is what got me to the next level. I don't know if this is going to take you to the next level, but this is what took me to the next level. Because the work was there. It was the hard work. It was the self-doubt. It was the lack of confidence. It was comparing myself to people over and over and over again. And it's not gone. I still 100% experience those things every single day. Just so you know. I'm not here front. But it's not as common. It doesn't happen as often as it used to. It was I would go months comparing myself. And then it came down to weeks. And then I came down a couple days, and now it's just 5 minutes. I'm like, snap out of it, Alexis. You know who you are. Show up as that person. So this isn't going to happen overnight. Heart work may honestly be a little bit harder to do than the physical work, the FaceTimes, the Zooms. You can do that stuff. It's the heart work that sucks. I mean, going back to what I hear all chairmen say, you know, or at least big people in the business, you know, believing in myself was the hardest thing to do. The work was easy. Believing yourself, that's a bitch. And it's really crazy to me that like believing in ourselves so hard, because we show up here as a kid, we show up here absolutely perfect. We show up here wanting to be, knowing that we can be anything that we want. It's the traumas, it's the bad breakups, it's the parents telling you no, to be realistic. As a kid, I looked at grown-ups telling me to be realistic, and I looked as a freaking child. I was like, never will I ever be a grown-up that tells a child that. Well, never will I ever get to the point where I'm gonna have to tell somebody to be realistic, because I gave up on my own dreams. So I have to tell somebody to be realistic, because I wasn't strong enough to live out my dreams. So who are they to live out theirs? You know, that's exactly what I think when people tell me to be realistic. I'm never going to be realistic. I'm always going to act like the way I do. Show that kid, that little, you know, kid that you always dreamed of, like big things, the houses, the cars. That's you. That is you. Dig him, dig her out. And going back to desire, guys, stop asking yourself if you're worthy of what you want. You want it for a reason. Desire is not man-made. Desire is not man-made. If you're hungry, don't you desire food without thinking about it? If you're lonely, don't you desire company without thinking about it? So when a desire comes, it already has the plan to manifest. Don't ask how. You have that desire for a reason. I don't have the desire to be an Olympic swimmer. I don't have a desire to be the best basketball player in the world. I don't have a desire to go do real estate or to run like CBD businesses or whatever. Literally, I don't have that desire. I have my own desires, and you have your own desires, but you desire those things for a reason. They are given to you. Each and every person desires something different for a reason, because that is your purpose. That is your calling. You're not weird or silly for wanting those things. They are. You wouldn't be feeling it if it didn't have a plan to come to fruition. Going back to why I just said desire is not man-made. It is already placed within you. Let it out. Anything is possible. Stop denying your spirit. If you feel it, you accept it as real. If you feel, you say, you know, actually, Cash just corrected me on this. That's crazy. I just thought about that. Alignment. You're right. He doesn't let me say crazy. Every time I say crazy, Sam says that's alignment, and he's right. But before this call, I'm like, I'm getting a little bit of anxiety, and he's like, I don't know what he said, but he basically said, you know, don't accept it, because if you feel it, you accept it as real. I'm tired. Okay, well, you're gonna start yawning. You're gonna start slowing down. I am. That just goes right back to the I ams. So when you want something, when you desire something, feel it and accept it as real for yourself. You are the highest form of creation. Everybody needs to understand that. And this, we're not going over PS3. We're not going over IG. We're not doing any of that. Because I was told to speak about what got me here, and this is the stuff that got me here. And it's still stuff that I work on to this day. Like, I am not perfect. And you guys need to know, you know, Life doesn't care if you're rich or you're poor. It's gonna give you that what you claim to be, what you believe yourself to be. Everybody is gonna perceive you the way you perceive yourself. So if you're getting the things that you don't want, if you're attracting the people that are treating you with no respect, well, take a look in the mirror and see how you're viewing yourself first. Because that probably has a big telling factor on why you are getting the types of people in the business that you don't want, why you're getting people who don't work.
Wow.
Don't be afraid to tell someone off. Don't be like, I gotta be nice to this person. No, absolutely. Okay, well, yes, be nice, but like, don't shut yourself out. Don't lower yourself to make somebody else feel better. If they're not on their shit, if they're wasting your time, call them out on that. At that point, they're messing with your energy, and that's not worth it. They're messing with your business. They're messing with the next person that you have to go mentor. That's not worth it. Cut the shit. Don't be afraid to call someone out, guys. I was on a call. I was sharing the opportunity today. I was on a FaceTime call. Dude was messing around with his remote. I said, are you sure you're ready to listen to this? I'm like, do you need to go do something else? I'm like, this is a business call. Do you want me to call back later? Check people. Not in a rude way, but know who you are. Show up as that chairman. Because I know for a damn fact, Luke, Cash, Drake, they're not going to get on a freaking call and handle that bullshit. They're going to be quick to cut that off. They don't got time for that. At that point, their time is more valuable than the person that's on that FaceTime. So are you showing up as that chairman? Do you see yourself as that chairman? Because if you don't see yourself as that next level, it's gonna be so hard to get there. I can't stress it enough. This stuff is not easy. You cannot expect to have a team if you can't pour into them. Like I just said, you can only be that which you are to yourself first. You can't build your team up. You can't speak to your team about self-confidence. What do you have to speak about? You can't speak to your team about doing this, doing that, because you may not be doing it yourself. I literally just made a post on Instagram. I said, fill your cup first. Some people thought it was my birthday. I meant like, it's 2021 now, we're drinking from our own cup because we're 21 now. People didn't get it. People were wishing me happy birthdays, but one thing about me, I love my birthday, so I didn't really care. All right, so back to this. Start showing up as the person who's at that next level. And I'm going to say it again. If you can't vividly picture what that person looks like, that's a problem in itself. Because when I was nervous to go do this call, I went upstairs and I closed my eyes and I'm like, wait, I remember who I am. I keep snapping. I remember who I am. I'm not scared to do this call. This actually feels really natural to me. But it's because I'm showing up and I set an intention. I'm speaking from my heart and I spoke an intention to impact at least one person's life on this call today. And I'm not somebody who can speak forever. I mean, it's almost been like an hour because we made you guys wait a really long time to get the call started. Appreciate and love you all. But that's really it. I want to make sure that I answer any questions. So, okay, wait, let's see. Use impacted 150 lives. Thank you. You're so welcome. Can I answer any questions? Anything?
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? I'm sorry.
So with that feeling behind the goal, How like do you build that up? Like,
How do you build up the feeling?
yeah.
So he asked about like the feeling behind your goals, guys. So like if you have a goal that you know you want, if you want to show up as that person that you know that you get glimpse of being, you have to build it up. It's all about like consistency, guys. You have to stay consistent. You're not going to see anything at first. You're not going to feel anything at first. In fact, you're probably going to feel really numb. You're going to feel like it's probably going to hurt and it's probably going to feel numb because you know where you're at right now and what you're speaking doesn't really match up with, you know, where you want to go. And it's probably going to make you feel really, really uncomfortable. Pause. Have you ever blown an account? Absolutely. So many times. Okay. So it just takes repetition and consistency. Feed the I ams. You have to feed the I ams. You have to define what you want to be. So your goal, okay, break it down. If you want a car, okay, well, what's that feeling that you feel when you're sitting in your car? Like at that point, when you're getting a car, have you already put your family into a house? Have you already had a savings account build up for your kids to go to college? Like attach the feelings of like, you know, security, happiness, whatever, to getting just that car. Does that make sense? Okay. Did that answer your question though?
Yeah.
Can you ask me another question if it didn't answer your question? Did it answer your question? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Not a question, but thanks for helping me get started, as well as thanks to Melon. Oh, for sure. Have you ever blown an account? Yes. What's my favorite PD? My favorite PD has been studying people in network marketing. So I'll study girls in Monet, Mina. I'll study Mina. This training actually was inspired by Mina. She's in Monet. Her Instagram is Mina Moves. I think it's like an underscore. It's how many? Okay, thank you. I really study her. And then I study Ray Rice. You guys know that for sure. Oh, yeah. I study Cash. I study Luke. Guys, I started studying people in the business, and more so on like the mindset side of things. Yes, I can copy and paste the hard work message. What does my morning routine look like? Brittany, if this is something I'm still working on. I am not perfect. Like I am not perfect. I have not held a steady morning routine. Why? Because my days in this business don't look the same. If I try to get to bed at 11, well, then I'm running a call that's lasting longer, and then I have to do X, Y, Z, and then I'm hyped up and I'm not even ready for bed, you know? Like my days don't even look the same. And that's actually something that routine for me is like so necessary. I have to have routine. If I don't have routine, then I feel like everything else slacks. Like if you want to know why I show up so hard in the gym every single day, almost every single day, is because my consistency, my hard work was built in the gym. That's where it started. If I don't show up in the gym, then I'm going to start slacking off in my business. And honestly, like that's why I'm a psychopath about working out. I haven't worked out here as much as I would like, but like I need to. And I'm at the point where it's like, you can ask people who's staying with me, like I'm like, I need to work out. Like I haven't worked out. And it's just because like, it's just consistency, it's repetition. So I don't have a morning routine, and needing a morning routine. Like I always thought that I needed a routine. And shout out Crystal and Luke and Jen, if you guys are still on the call. They're hooked up with this lady who does these readings, and that was like the biggest thing for me. I was like, I don't have a routine. I don't have structure. Since I was little, I was told that I need structure. I got on that call with the lady who does like all these readings, and that was never up my alley. I was like, you know what, this is last resort. I'm going to give this a shot. I got on the call and she was like, I told her my problems. I'm like, I can't get structure. I'm like stressing so much out of structure because if I don't show up at this time, then I fail. That's like my mindset. And she's like, who told you that you need structure? I'm like, what do you mean? That's what I've needed since I was little. And she's like, who told you that you needed structure? And I'm like, my mom. My mom told me that. My mom's been telling me that since I was little, that I need structure. And she's like, Alexis, you don't need structure. You're actually something that's called a fairy energy. I was like, what? I kind of laughed. I'm like, there's no way. Like, this is not real. But it's so true. She started naming off qualities of these types of people. And I'm like, that is me. If you actually hang around me, you know, I'm like, da, 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 da. Like I'm really fast. I move really fast. And like, I'm all over the place. Like when I speak, I'm all over the place. That's a fairy energy. Fairy energies aren't supposed to have routines. They're meant to just flow. You know, they're the type of people that wait to the last minute and be like, Mom, you know, I have a project tomorrow. I need XYZ from Walmart. And your mom's going to be like, why did you wait that long? But it's just like your nature. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, it's fine. Like everything's going to be fine. I'm like, everything that's supposed to happen is going to happen. So hopefully that answers your question. As far as heart talk, what else did you find yourself doing in rock bottom? Oh man. In rock bottom, my rock bottom was before this business. My rock bottom, I mean, if we're going to just be transparent, my rock bottom was when I saw, you know, two of my friends leave my house and get killed in a car accident right outside of my house. Like that was my rock bottom. And it took so much of me to dig myself out of that place. You know, I was like only 16 years old. I mean, of course, I blame myself for that accident for years. I held that over me. And when I got out of like rock bottom, like what helped me was getting help. And I was always just like, I'm not going to get help. I don't need help. I'm not that type of person. And what helped me was getting help, was journaling. I don't like to talk about my feelings. But I got so much going on in my head at all times. It has to get out somehow. So journaling helped me at rock bottom. And that sounds so cheesy. You think about like a little girl with like a pink sparkly journal that locks with a key, but no, it's like I would just write out it would just be like my brain would just be like everywhere, and it'd be like I finally felt like I was like getting things off my chest. So journaling is what helps me in rock bottom. And I'm smiling right now because I just feel like I love doing this right now. Like I love this. And I never had a moment like this before. So this is really cool. So what else did I find myself doing in rock bottom? I separated myself, and not on purpose, but I started feeding a lot of different things into my mind, like success. I would look at a lot of people who were successful. I started just listening to like motivation, and not even like I always just thought that like motivation was like bullshit, you know, like that's just so cheesy, but like that's what I did. That's how I got into this business. Like I had been studying like personal development and mindset, and I was like thinking that I was the only person that knew about law of attraction. I was like, how does nobody know about this? But that's really what, you know, led me here, was feeding myself new information. I almost like rock bottom didn't seem like rock bottom anymore because I was just feeding myself so much positivity. I just got lost in like learning. I love to learn. I feel like that wasn't a good answer. As far as Ivan, can you ask me more specific questions if I didn't answer your question? Do you make a vision board? Yes, I absolutely make a vision board. I do make a vision board, and last year nothing came true. Nothing. But this year, a lot of different things are definitely coming true. But I'm being consciously aware of my vision board. I made it last year and then I lost it. But like this year, it's like sitting at home. It's sitting like right by my desk. So I see it every day. And then also I started visualizing the things on my vision board. Like I actually started I took a picture and then I created like real life scenarios in my head of that. But it takes a lot of playing around in your head. It takes a lot of like dream building. Sam calls it dream building. So yes, I created a vision board. Do I have any book recommendations? Yes. You Were Born Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. So You Were Born Rich, The Science of Getting Rich, and The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. those were all really good books for me. As far as like the business, I mean, GoPro. I'm reading, developing a leader within me, and then I'm on to developing leaders around me. And then another book that I just started that like I opened up like the first couple pages is Building an Empire. I was like, how did it take me this long to pick up this book? I haven't even finished it, but like that's another book recommendation. Okay. What type of energy? She told me that was a fairy energy. Oh, that's crazy, Brittany. I didn't know that. Let's host a virtual vision board creation. Okay, we can do that. What's just a general question for others? I relate a lot to people. Oh, I love that. 3 magic words, a good read. Okay. Power of awareness. All right, I love this. Okay, 3 magic words. All right, I'm gonna write that down. But yeah, I mean, as long as nobody else has questions, I mean, we're holding a good, 120 something people on this call.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if I wrote this down wrong, but it says I wrote down pray to God, play with the universe. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I pray to God and I play along with the universe. That's how I like that. When people ask me like what I believe in, like I do pray to God, but I also believe in energies and I also believe in the laws of the universe. So I mean, because those stuff are so real. If you guys have yet to study the laws of the universe and if you yet to study energy, like those are things that cannot be denied. Like the laws of the universe, those were not man-made. They're laws. We don't get on top of, I'm sorry, but like we don't like just say, today I'm gonna gravity. Sorry, I should probably done that. But today I'm not gonna play with gravity. Like, no. If you don't play with gravity, well then chances are like that's it. I can flow. I wish. That'd be fun. But yeah, so I pray to God and I play along with the universe. Bob Proctor has a video on YouTube. You just type in like the laws of the universe. Good book recommendation I have for you is Miracle Morning. I've heard of that actually. So wait, what was the other one? Three magic words. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna write these down. I have so many books to read. Sam came up to me the other day and he's like, I got another book for you to read. I'm like, yo, I named off like 4 books that I had next in line. I'm like, you're gonna have to wait your turn. So 3 magic words. I mean, if anybody doesn't have any 3 magic words. And what was the last one? Power of awareness. Oh no, Miracle Morning.
Yeah. I need to read that one. I've heard that one.
Me
Breaking
too.
the Habit of Being You.
I have heard of that one. My mom got me that for Christmas.
That one really bad.
Miracle Morning. Okay. Well, guys, that was basically the call. I'm glad that we were able to answer questions. Anna, Breaking the Habit of Being You. Ooh, I actually need to read that. My mom got it for me and I didn't read it, but I am gonna read that. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate you all. My Instagram is Alexis Nixon. Alexis Nixon is my Instagram. All right. If you need anything, slide into my DMs. I'm open to help anybody. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night.